Thank you. So we'll begin with the first verse of Bhagavad Gita. Can you share with us, Avani Mataji, the first verse of Bhagavad Gita?
Dhritarashtravacha dharmakshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha mamaka pandavaschaiva kim akurvata Sanjaya.
Very good. Can you tell what's going on in this verse?
So Dhritarashtra asked Sanjaya like what's going on the battlefield and how the Pandavas and the Kauravas have like assigned their like places on the battlefield.
Very good, very good. Can you tell me any verse from chapter 9 of Bhagavad Gita?
I'm gonna do 9.2. Rajavidya Rajaguyam Pavitram Itam Uttamam Pratakshya Vagamam Nirmam Susukam Kartam Avyayam.
Okay, very good. Just so that the rooms are evenly distributed, I think this room 1 has a lot of devotees, which is fine. But if some of you, like Lakshay, Pratibha, Monica Mataji, if you want to go hang out in room 2, just so that they're evenly distributed. That room is having like half of the room. Even Ramya Prabhu, you can also switch to different rooms. This room has a lot of, so it's my duty to make sure that everyone is feeling encouraged and appreciated in their efforts. Okay, so you can always switch to different rooms. Very good. Thank you, Avani Mataji. Can you tell me the last verse of Bhagavad Gita?
Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Partho Dhanodara Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir Dura Nitir Matir Mama.
Very good. Do you know who spoke that verse?
Sanjay.
Sanjay, yes, very good. Okay, can you tell me a verse which tells that we should offer some fruits and flowers to the Lord?
Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhakta Prayachiti Tad Aham Bhakti Upartam Ashnami Prayatatmana.
Very good. Do you know the number of this verse as well?
9.26.
9.26. That's absolutely correct. Do you know the 9.27, the following verse as well?
Yat karosi yat ashnasi yat chahosi dadasi yat tapasasi konteya tat grusma madarpanam.
Very good, very good. Thank you. Can you tell me a verse from chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, which talks about that how we degrade to anger and lust, etc.? There's a 2 verse which go together. Can you tell me those verses?
Do you want me to say both of them?
Sure, please.
Dhyayato vishayan pumsa sangasteshu bhajayate sangat sanjayate kama kamat krodho bhajayate krodat bhavati sammoha sammohat smiti vibhaman smiti bhamashat buddhi nashat pranashati.
Very good. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Do you know, can you paraphrase the meaning of what is Krishna telling in this verse?
So in the first verse, he's saying that if you contemplate on sense objects too much, you'll develop attachment to it. And from attachment, greed arises, or desire, greed. And then from that, anger arises.
Yeah, lust leads to anger. Very good.
And then after anger, your mind gets bewildered. And when your mind gets bewildered, then you fall back down to the material pool.
Very good. That's good. Thank you. Okay, let's talk about any verse from chapter 3 of Bhagavad Gita.
Yagnasistasna santo mochinte sarvakilbashahe pujante te tukam papa ye panchanti atmakaranat.
Very nice. Can you tell me 5.29?
Bhoktaram yagnatapasam sarvalokam maheshwaram suhridam sarvabhutanam gyantva mam shantim vikshati.
Very good. Do you know the meaning of this verse?
It's like Krishna is the supreme enjoyer, and whoever knows that is at a state of peace.
Very good. Very good. Can you tell me the verse about tolerance in chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, in the beginning of chapter 2, about tolerance?
Matvaspashastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha agama paino nitya stamstitikshashva bharata.
Wonderful. That's awesome. You're so learned. So you're like a scholar of Bhagavad Gita. Can you tell me that the soul is eternal? The soul. Any verse which tells that soul is eternal?
I think 2.20 Najayate mriyate va kadachin nayam bhutva bhavita vana bhuyaha ajo nitya shashvato yam purano nahanyate hanyamane sharire.
That's awesome. Thank you. Now, a verse about Guru Parampara, that we should follow the disciplic succession. Can you tell me a verse which talks about that?
Yes, Prabhuji. Evam parampara praptam imam rajashayo viduhu sakale neha mahata yogo nashta param tapa.
Very nice. Very good. Let's talk about how we should approach Guru. When we have the right Guru, how we should approach him.
Tadvidi panipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnanina sattva darshana.
Very nice. Can you tell the meaning of this one?
So we should approach a guru very humbly, and we should serve our guru.
Submissively. Yes, very good. Approach submissively and inquire. Pariprashnina, inquire questions. Prashna means, what does prashna mean? You know the meaning of prashna?
Could it be questions?
Yes, very good. What do you think about the mind? Is it a friend or an enemy? Or can you tell me a verse from chapter 6 which talks about this?
Yes, Prabhuji. Panduratmatmanastasya yenatmevatmanajita anatmanashu shatrutve varte tatmeva shatruvat.
What does that mean, Avani?
It means that your mind can be your best friend or it can be your worst enemy. It depends on your choice.
Yes, and what is that choice? If we control the mind,
Yes,
will it be a friend or an enemy for one who is controlled?
If we control our mind, it's our bestie, it's our best friend, and if we don't control it, then it's our enemy.
Very good. Let's talk about what will happen at the time of death from chapter 8.
So there's shloka 8.6. Yam yam vapi smaram bhavam tyajite ante kalevaram tam tamevati konteya satatad bhava bhavita.
Very good. What does that mean, Avani?
I think it's whatever state somebody quits his body, I think that's the state that they'll achieve in their next life.
Very good. Very good. That's absolutely correct. Now, I would like you to tell me some verse from chapter 10, that's text number 41.
Yad yad vibhuti sattvam srimad urjitam eva va tattadeva vagachatvam mama teju amsa sambhavam.
Very good. That's correct. Do you know the meaning of this one?
It's like everything beautiful comes out of one spark of Krishna.
Yes, everything great is a spark of Krishna's greatness, right? whether someone is intelligent, beautiful, wealthy, they just reflect that how great Krishna must be, right? Okay, chapter 15. I would like to know a verse which tells that Krishna is in our heart. Krishna is seated in our heart. There are two verses actually, one in chapter 15, one in chapter 18. Can you tell one or both of them? You want to use a lifeline?
Yeah.
Which lifeline you want to use? You want to check with someone in the audience here?
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Okay, who you want to ask?
Vaidehi, do you possibly know?
Okay, can Zoom ask Vaidehi to help Avani? So Avani wants your help, and she's wants to know a verse from Bhagavad Gita in the list of 50 verses, which talks about Krishna is in the region of our heart. He's present in our heart.
I think it's 18.61.
Yes, very good. It is correct. It is 18.61. And can you tell that verse?
Yes. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hridayasya arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarvabhutani yantarudhani mayaya.
Very good, very good. That's absolutely correct. And there's one more verse. Thank you, Vaidehi, for helping Avani. So, Avani, do you know text 15.15?
Oh, I think I do. Is it Sarvasya Chaham Hritishanivesho Mata Smritirgyanam Apohanamscha Vedesha Sarve Aham Eva Vidyo Vedanta Krid Veda Vid Eva Chaham.
Very good, very good. Now, just a few last questions. You're doing really great, Avani, I must say. You're doing really amazing. One verse which I'd like to ask is 14.4.
Sarvayoneshu Konteya Murtiyaya Sambhavantiya Tasham Brahma Mahadyanir Aham Bija Pradapita.
Very good. Can you tell the meaning of that one?
Everything comes from Krishna and he's the seed giving father.
Very good. That's awesome. I think we're almost wrapping up here. Tell me a verse from chapter 16. 16:23. This is in the list of 50 verses. Okay, I'll give you a lifeline. Yash Shastra Vidhim.
Yashashtravidam Ushrija Vartate Kamakarta Nasa Siddhim Avapnoti Nasukam Naparam Gatim.
Very good. Krishna says in 18.65, become my devotee. Can you tell that verse, please? 1865.
Madmana Bhava Madbhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskaru Mam Eveyasasi Satyam Te Pratijane Priyoshime.
Wonderful. You have passed your exam for 50 verses. Hari Bol. Everyone loudly say Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Hari
Bol, Hari Bol,
Mataji
Hari
ki
Bol.
jai. Good job. Wonderful.
Hare Krishna.
I'm sure your Nanaji. Nanaji, आपको कैसा लग रहा है? आपकी परपोत्री पास हो गई. 50 श्लोक पूरा याद किया इसने अच्छे से. बहुत अच्छा.
नाना जी अनम्यूट करना होगा आपको.
हाँ.
वो उनकी नतनी है प्रभु जी, उनकी नतनी है. नतनी
नतनी. सॉरी, मैं हिंदी में समझ नहीं आ रहा था.
कोई बात.
हाँ, परपोत तो ग्रेट ग्रैंड हो गया ना.
ग्रेट हो गया. यस.
Is my granddaughter.
Granddaughter, yes. English is a little easier sometimes. Very good. You're happy about her passing the exam?
हाँ प्रभु जी, बहुत कृष्ण कृपा है, भगवान की कृपा है उसके ऊपर। बहुत जल्दी
Very
उनको
nice.
गीता का ज्ञान मिला, ये सबसे बड़ी ज्यादा खुशी है।
बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत ही अच्छा है. So, very good. Now we will move to their next Nathni or granddaughter, Vaidehi Prasad Mataji. Vaidehi Prasad Mataji, are you ready? You're drinking Lord Sharnamrit for blessings. So, do you agree that you'll use no unfair means for this test?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Very good. Okay, so we will start with the easy ones. Can you tell me 10.10 of Bhagavad Gita?
Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayantite.
Very good. Can you tell a little bit in your words what's going on in this verse? What's Krishna telling here? Bhajatam priti purvakam.
The devotees who always worship Krishna,
Very good.
Krishna will
We'll give dadami.
give that or the bhakti that they do, he'll give
Yes.
um
We'll give the intelligence so they can do more bhakti, right?
yes.
Very good.
Thank you.
Okay. Krishna, this is 9.2. Goyam, confidential knowledge. Can you tell me that verse?
Yes. Rajavidya Rajagoyam Pavitramidam Uttamam Pratakshawagamam Dharmyam Susukam Kartam Avyayam.
Very good. Can you tell me verse from chapter 2? Your favorite verse from chapter 2?
Karpanya dosho pahata svabhava Prichami tam dharma samhuda cheta Yatreya shanyishchitam bruhitan me Shishaste aham shadimam tvam prapannam.
That's wonderful. Do you know who spoke that verse?
Yes, Arjuna did.
Arjuna, yes. What is he asking or doing in this verse?
He is like confused and he's surrendering into Krishna, so Krishna can give him the knowledge for Shreyas, not Prayas.
Wow, that's awesome. You're like a scholarly devotee. Thank you. That's awesome. Very good. Okay, now I'll ask a verse which tells that we should take the higher taste and give up the lower taste from chapter 2. Text 59.
Vishaya vinivartante nirahara siddhina rasavarjam rasopiyasya param drishtva nivartate.
Wonderful. What's your higher taste in bhakti? What appeals to you the most?
Prasadam.
Wow, that's really higher taste, right? Your mom cooks prasadam, which you love?
Yes.
Very nice. I'm sure she's a great cook. I'm looking forward one day I'll also be getting that higher taste someday. So thank you. Prakriti Kriyamana Ni. Can you tell me that verse and that number and what's Krishna telling in that verse?
Verse number 3.27. Krite kriyamanani gunne karmani sarvasha ahankara vimudatma kartahamiti manyate.
Very good. What's going on in that verse? Do you know?
Yes, Krishna saying the Jivatma under the false ego thinks that they are the doer of their actions when in reality it's the three modes of material nature.
Awesome. That's so brilliant. Great devotees. Great, I mean, very rare of the rarest souls would know this point, right? Very nice. Okay, what about Lord's appearance? When does he come? Can you tell me some verses from chapter 4? There are a series of 3 verses which talk about this point.
The first to 4.7 and 4.8. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirvavati bharata abhyutanam dharmasya tadatmanam shujamyaham paritarnaya sadhunam vinashaya chidushkritam dharma samstapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. And I'm not sure what the third one is, but the first two, 4.7 is saying yada yada hi dharmasya. When there is irreligion and the loss of dharma, Krishna comes to re-establish that. And then 4.8, he comes to protect his devotees also and perform his pastimes.
That's wonderful. That's awesome. So brilliant. And one who knows Krishna, what happens to him? That's 4.9. One who reads his pastimes or hears about him, what will happen?
Janma karma chame divyam evam yo vidi tatvata tatva deham punarjanma neti mameti soarjana. If the person who does the bhakti and reads Krishna's pastimes, then they won't take birth again. They'll come back to Krishna.
So brilliant. That's amazing. Krishna says in chapter 7 that everything is strung upon me as pearls are strung around a thread. Do you know that verse?
Yes. Is it Mata parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvamidam protam shute mani gana iva.
That's brilliant. Thank you. 8.28.
This Vedeshu yajneshu tapaschu cheva daneshu yat punya phalam pradishtam adyeti tat sarvamitim viditva yogi param sthanam upeti chatyam.
That's so nice. Thank you. Krishna says in chapter 9 that fools cannot understand him. Can you share a verse which tells us that?
Yes. 9.11 or 13.
11. Very good.
11.
Yes.
Avajananti mamuda manushim tanamashritam
Param bhavam.
param bhavam ajananto mama bhuta maheshwaram.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, we are kind of coming to an end of the test, just last few. If someone is engaged in bhakti sincerely, Krishna says, I destroy the darkness inside him or her. Can you tell that verse from chapter 10 of Bhagavad Gita?
10.11 Deshamev venukam partham aham jnanajam tama nasayam atma bhavasto jnanadipena bhasvata.
Very good, very good. 15.5 of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, you want to use a lifeline? Whom do you want to ask in this group?
Avani.
Okay, Avani, can you help her with text 15.5? She wants to use a lifeline.
Do I say the entire thing?
You can help her with few words and
Okay, first line is Nirmana Moha Jita Sangha Dosha.
now can you tell?
Yes. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivarta kama dvandve vimukta sukha dukkha samye gachanti amura param avayam tat.
Very good. You're a great tag team. Isn't that like a beautiful poetry, Bhagavad Gita? That's called Gita, right? The song of the Lord, right? Very good, very good. One who gives up scriptures will not be happy, will not get the higher destination, and will suffer. Can you prove it from 16th chapter?
Yes. Yasashta vidim ushchitya vartate kamakarata na sasiddhim avapnoti, na sukham na param gatim.
Very good. Where there is Krishna, where there is Arjuna, there is everything. Can you prove it?
It's the last shloka of the Bhagavad Gita. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partho Dhanurdhara, Tatra Shri Vijayo Bhutir, Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama.
Very good. 18.66.
No.
Sarva Dharman.
Yes, Sarva Dharmana Parityajya, Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayasami Ma Sucha.
Very good. 18.55.
Bhaktya.
Yes, very good. Yeah, you're on the right track.
Bhaktya Mam Abhijanati, Yavanyashchasmi Tattvata, Tato Mam Tattvato Gyatva Vishite Tad Anantaram.
Very good. Can you tell the meaning of this one?
Yes, those who perform bhakti, they have this knowledge
to understand Krishna, right? Only a devotee can understand. Like the one you shared, 9.11, non-devotee cannot understand. And this is like a contrast to it. Only a devotee can understand. How? Bhaktya mam abhijananti. Only through devotion.
into devotional service.
Very good, very good. Just last few questions. Can you tell me 8.6?
It's Antakale Tamameva Smaran Muktva Kalevaram Yaprayati Samadbhavam Yati Nastyatra Samsaya.
Very good. You said 8.5 and 8.6 is the next one. They're very similar, so you're on the right track. Can you tell the sixth one also? The one after this?
Yam Yam Papi Smaran Bhavam Tyajtayante Kalevaram Tam Tame Veti Konteya Sadatad Bhava Bhavita.
Very good. This material nature is very difficult to overcome. Can you tell that verse? 7.7. Devi Isha Gunamayi.
Thank you. Devi Hiesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratya Mama Veye Prabhadyante Maya Metam Tarantite.
Okay, last open question. What's your favorite verse of Bhagavad Gita from this list you have learned?
It's from the 18th chapter.
Okay.
18, I can't remember the number, but it's Manmana Bhava Mad Bhakto Madhyaji Mam Namaskuru Mame Veshasri Satyam Te Parichane Priyoshime.
Very good. That's 65. Very good. Congratulations. You have also passed the test. We are so happy for you. Everyone loudly say Hari Bol, Hari Bol,
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Okay, so now we will close the break rooms and then we'll meet in the open forum, okay, and talk more. But congratulations, Avani, Mataji, Vaidehi Mataji, Ravi Prabhu, and Shital Mataji, and your Nanaji, and all the friends and family members. It's no easy thing, but all of you are so supportive by your support and their hard work. They did that. This is very, very powerful. Thank you. Okay, so now we can leave the room and meet in the open. Okay, Hare Krishna.